Hello, I am Deadsalot 142 and welcome back to another BattleBots and Robot Wars replica video where I show off models built from robots from BattleBots, Robot Wars, King of Bots, fan-made Robot Wars, and other combat shows. And I've got quite a lot to show you. Got quite a lot of fan-made Robot Wars, quite about 5 custom robots. But yeah, got a lot to show you. So without further ado, let's get on with our first robot. There's 16 machines to show off today, so without further ado, let's get into our first robot. And we're going to start off with the custom robots. So we're going to start off with the Connects robots first. There's a lot of cardboard ones. So this is the first one. This is Pterodactyl. So Pterodactyl, named after a dinosaur, obviously. It looks like, because I'm named it that because it looks like a bird and look like a dinosaur because it's got some like spikes at the back. And it kind of works like Robo Chicken in a way, so it uses that. It sort of uses that as a crusher, and it uses this back thing to lift robots into the air. Who shall we use as a test subject? Let's use RCC. We can use it to lift robots up, and also grab them. Probably crush them without this spike. Yeah, I like Pterodactyl. I don't see it doing too well in the competition, but you know, no. So that was Pterodactyl. Another machine I've got for you is this is the last of the Connects robots of this time. This is called FourLegged Wonder. It's called FourLegged Wonder because it's got 4 legs and it's got a massive disc. But the only problem when this disc hits the ground, so I feel like this robot I'm going to need to build it a bit higher so this doesn't keep hitting the ground. It looks quite good. I mean, it's not a bad weapon, I don't think, if it gets to full speed. I'll straighten it out a bit. Now you get the picture. It's okay, robot. I think it could do alright, but if it gets flipped over, it'll be history. So, yeah, that is FourLegged Wonder. Right, most of the next ones are cardboard robots. This is another robot I've got for you. This was an attempt of a robot of a custom robot that failed. This was meant to be Deadsalot, but it failed, so I decided to make this. This is TNT, a successor to a robot from an old series. A good robot. So I like this design. It's got a lifter at the front. Can use this to self-right. It's a good machine. Got a powerful flipper. Can flip robots quite high. If we use a pull back, let's use dead metal. Yeah, I don't have a bad flipper. TNT, it can self right. And yeah, I like this robot. I like this build. But what I did was, it wasn't initially meant to be TNT. So what I was doing, what the process for this design came from. I tried to build a shape, sort of the Deadsalot shape. It went wrong and I didn't like it, so I decided, well, instead of scrapping it, let's try and be creative around it. So I cut some more little panels out and just designed around it and came up with this. So this is TNT. Might see them in series 2, I'm not sure. The good flipper could do well. So yeah, that is TNT. Another robot I reckon really like. This is one I drew up a design for, and I quite like it. This is called Snapdown because it's a crocodile and a wrestler. Yes, Snapdown has got some jaws. Can crush robots and push them around and slam them against the wall. It's quite an effective machine as well. It's not done too badly in competitions. I've had some off-air competitions. You know, lost in the first round. It's not a bad machine. Snapdown. They are aiming to compete in the New Blood Championship next year. Should be interesting to see how Snapdown does in that. But yeah, I like Snapdown. So this is Snapdown, based on a crocodile and a wrestler. I don't watch wrestling, but it sounds like a good name. And the final custom robot. I'd say custom robot is all sort of custom robot. Now I'm on the Discord server. And we've been having themes every week. One was Scrapyard, and last week's theme was Darkness. And I decided to come up with this. This is called Lincoln Imp, named after the Lincoln Imp of a mythological a famous mythological creature from my city. It's got a massive vertical spinner. It's really good. It does damage to machines as well. It's a really deadly robot. We will be seeing this machine in Midnight Terror, which is the Halloween special, which will be coming later this year. Should be it was called Halloween special last year, but now it's been called Midnight Terror next year. It's got quite a vicious weapon, link in it does, so it could do well. It's quite a big robot, so to be fair as well. So if we compare it to the size of this machine, even though this one's quite big, but it is quite big. I might do some little alterations. I might put some wheels at the back of linking it, but yeah, it's quite an interesting machine, linking it, and yeah, be interesting to see how well they do in Deadsalot Wars. Yes, and the final, I'd say, is sort of a replica and custom robot, but this is an edit. Now, if you've been paying attention to a recent competition on the Bot Builders channel, you will see that it's been doing something called Edit Wars, where we all had to basically pick a robot from the Wikipedia and basically edit it into what we want to edit it as. So this is the next robot. So I clicked around the wiki and I got Pat, a machine from the 1996 or 1997 Robot Wars, and I decided to create this. So basically we had to create it and show it to the bot builder, and basically he created a replica of it and put it into Edit Wars. And so basically what we did, and I made this. This is my Pat. It's got a big flywheel, or vertical flywheel up front. I think this is a good. Well, this is my first attempt trying to build a vertical flywheel fidget spinner, and I think I did quite a good job. It's quite a vicious weapon as well, I think. So we get this, send the machine quite far. Can see from Pat can do quite well, but if we get to sit on these sides, I can see it getting tossed over and stuff. I mean, this weapon doesn't stay on very well, so yeah, and I kind of like my Pat model as well. It's a big machine as well, so if we get something like Stinger, it's quite big, or RCC, I think it is a massive robot. Pat is, and I love it. So yeah, that is Pat one. So actually, so yeah, it's not a bad machine, Pat. Hopefully we'll see them in Series 2. Not a bad robot. Alright, so that's all the sort of custom robots. You mean, yeah, well, Pat's sort of a replica, but custom, well, custom as in I've modified it myself. But next to the robots are going to be from Fan-Made Robot Wars. So there's a couple of machines from Fan-Made Robot Wars. Here's the first one. This is Violent Violet. If you don't know who Violent Violet is, it's a machine that competes in Lego Battle Bots, which is a series made by Lego BattleBots. Well, not Lego BattleBots Explained, BattleBots Explained. And I quite like this machine. It's a good robot. If you never heard of, I'll be surprised if you've not heard of BattleBots Explained, but if you haven't, you should definitely subscribe to the channel. Great machines, great Lego models, and yeah, I liked the look of Violent Violet, and I decided to have a go at building it. And it's a very powerful front end flip. It's a bit bent, but I've had it in a box with it, which is a shame. Anyway, it does quite well. You can get underneath robots quite well as well. If you can drive and well, flip them over, unless I'm not flipping over myself. Yeah, and also, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you're not on the Edit Wars thing earlier, if you're not, you should definitely check out the Bot Builders channel also. But this is Violet Violet. I'm really happy with the replica of this. I think I've done a good job. So it does flip very well. And yeah, there probably will be compete in Deadsalot Wars as well, but obviously I built them for that reason. Yeah, I might build more replicas from BattleBots Explained and all. Like I said, all Fan-Made Robot Wars. Is there any robots from your series you'd love to see me have a go at building? I don't mind having a go at them. Here's another one. Now, it's from Fan-Made Robot Wars. This is a robot from Robot Combat Models Account Mayhem and the Bot Builders Account Mayhem. It's a machine designed by Vortex Games. This is my replica of Frostray. Yes, this is Frostray. I'm really happy the way this one turned out as well. It's got a powerful flipper. It's really well. Flips robots really well. Flips them open over. Quite happy with this one as well. It's quite good. It's quite good at getting underneath robots and ramming them underneath. I tested them in a off-air competition and they won it. Good machine as well. So I'm expecting good things from Frostray. So yes. Also, if you never, also Frostray. I mean, Vortex Games has got a good channel. You should also subscribe to Vortex Games. He's got a cool fan-made Robot War series up at the moment, so we should definitely also check that out as well. So yeah, this is Frostray. So yeah, I'm really happy with this robot. And the final sort of fan-made Robot Wars robot is a robot that Crystal Carnage wanted me to build, and this is a robot called Mystic. Yes, this is my Mystic robot. Now, I'd say this is, well, one of the smallest robots I built. I tried to build up the picture. I don't know if it was a flipper or a lifter, but I kind of like this version. It kind of looks like a spooky cat or whatever, spooky monster. It's got a really powerful flipper as well. I can see that they're doing quite well. Couldn't get underneath machines. I tested it in our fair competition. They did really well. They finished runners up, and they did really well. Which they actually lost to Frostray in that competition, but they beat some good machines like Death Strawberry and sent them out of the arena, which was a good flip as well on Death Strawberry they got. And yeah, I like Mystic. It's a really cool robot. I like it, and yeah. Yeah, I like this robot. It's a machine designed by Crystal Carnage. So yeah, this is Mystic. This is Mystic. That's my Mystic replica. Right now, that's all for the fan-made Robot Wars robots. Now we're on to some robots from combat shows. So we'll start off with the King of Bots replica first. The first one, King of Bots replica, this is Zeno. I can't remember. It's the Portuguese machine that competed in, this is Fighting Robots Season 1, I think it was. It's got a quite interesting bar spin at the front. I think it could do really well. It looks really destructive. The only problem is the blade kicks on off. It kind of reminds me of Carbide in a way. And another machine, can't put my hand to it, but they also competed. It's also the same team that competed with Rabbit Mate in not Battle of the Stars, sorry, the World Series in Robot Wars, the last episode of Robot Wars. And yeah, they've got a Portuguese robot here. It's quite a powerful spin as well, so I'm expecting good things from Zeno. So yeah, that's my replica of Zeno. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. So that's Zeno from King of Bots. Next is a replica from BattleBots. Now this is well, there's some replicas you'll see that are going to be competing in an upcoming competition. There's another upcoming Discord competition called Region Wars, where basically people have to select a robot from their home county, and this is one of them. This is Deadsalot. This is my replica of Deadsalot. Well, now I did try to build it a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't work well. But this is my second attempt, and I'm really happy the way this one turned out. To be honest, I like the way I've done the axe, the wheels. It kind of looks like it. I think I've made it to look like Deadsalot itself from BattleBots. I'm really happy the way it turned out. It's got a really good axe. It's quite nippy. You can push machines around the area really well as well. So you get like RCC once again, just ramming him, pushing him against the wall, whether just knock them out of the arena. But yeah, that's a Deadsalot. They'll be representing California. With more information about that upcoming soon, but I'll have to build. But I need to build all the robots for that. So yeah, that's Deadsalot. I really love Deadsalot as well. Good machine, good robot. So yeah, that is Deadsalot. I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy the way that one turned out as well, to be honest. So that's my Battle Bots and King of Bots replicas. And now on to Robot Wars. That was quite a couple. You might have seen one of them. Actually, I'll show off the first one. You've seen it already when I showed off the robots that were competing in that War of Independence special I was going to do, but I didn't do it because I had technical issues. And this is a PP3D, and now I'm going to show you a proper look at a PP3D. I'm quite happy with this. When I tried to, I've got a nice spin at the bottom. I mean, the problem is it doesn't sit up when it's flipped over, it falls over. But yeah, I kind of like that. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. I mean, it's good. It's got a good can hit some machine and do a lot of damage. So you get something like Dino Storm here. So don't do a bad job. I like PP3D. This is a machine. Hopefully it will be in Series 2. But they will have to try and qualify first. So yeah. So this is PP3D. I'm really happy with this replica, to be honest. This is another one. This is quite a small robot. What I tried to build. I tried to build Gravity from Robot Wars Series 7. It's a really small robot, but it's got a really powerful flipper. So I'm going to show you the power of the flipper. Let's just use Dino Storm. I mean, let's just toss it out in the arena. Let's use this, and I just toss that one out as well. But this is a good machine. I like Gravity. Hopefully they'll be in Series 2 as well, but they're quite a small robot, so if we get something like this robot, it's quite small, but it can get underneath robots quite well, and just flip them, and flip them out of the arena. It's not a bad robot either. I've also tested this one in our fair competition. It actually won one as well, so Gravity's not a bad machine. Could do well in Deadsalot Wars. But yeah, this is my Replica of Gravity. Well, this is my second attempt at Gravity. I think I've had more attempts, but I can't remember when I built them. But yeah, so that's Gravity. They're quite small. I was actually offered an army, maybe call him a Son of Gravity and put him in a middleweight championship or something. But I'm quite happy with that model. The next robot. This is an old robot that will be competing in Region Wars, and they're representing Moray in Scotland. This is Anvil. Yes, this is Anvil. It's got some nice drawing pins at the front. There's spikes. This is a machine from Robot Wars, the Armed Forces Special. RAF Kinloss in Scotland. And yeah, it's got some nice spikes. I'm really happy the way this one turned out. I thought it was going to be really big when I was building it, but it's not that big, to be honest. It's got its RAF logos and its designs and stuff. I think it could do well. It's an invertible machine, so let's see how Anvil does in Deadsalot Wars. Now that's Anvil. Just got two more robots to show off, and this is one of my favourite robots I made so far. I just got bored one day and decided to make a robot, and I decided to have a go at making Mace 2. This is my Mace 2 replica from Robot Wars Series 3, the Series 3 version. The only thing that it's not got is its spinner, but that it doesn't matter about that spinner because it wasn't that great anyway. But it's got its lift at the front. It's quite a powerful flipper as well. If we get RCC again, don't do too badly. Mace 2. I think this is one of my favourite replicas I made so far. I think I've done a really good job with this one. And yeah, this is Mace 2, the predecessor to Gemini of Robot Wars. Again, lift it over, flip it over again. So yeah, that's Mace 2. I'm very happy the way this one turned out, to be honest. So that, yeah, that's Mace 2. And the final robot I've got to show off today is another robot that will be competing in Region Wars. I built this one last night. I think it's one of my favourite replicas I've built so far. This is M2. This is my M2 replica. Yes, here's M2. A really powerful flip at the front. Let's get RCC just throwing them out of the arena as well. So yeah, really powerful flipper. I now started to use the flipper stop thing, which I learnt how to do off Razor 1905, which is quite a good tip as well. And If you don't know who Raisin 1905 is, you should definitely subscribe to his channel. Makes awesome makes awesome replicas, and has a really good fan-made Robot War series as well in SSRW, which is a good series as well. I definitely recommend it. And yeah, this is M2. I really love this replica, to be honest. One of my favourite ones. I thought it was going to be way too big, but it is he's a big boy. I mean, if we get something like Gravity, I mean, look, it kind of makes Gravity look a bit small. And also Mace too. Makes him look a bit small there. But yeah, it's a good flipper. Flips robots really well. It does have trouble flipping the pullbacks, but it doesn't do a bad job. I think I might need to strengthen the flipper a bit more so it can flip robots like pullback toys. But yeah, so that is M2, and that's all the robots I have to show today. So what did you think of all the replicas? There's a lot of good ones. I've been working on a lot of robots. I'm going to be working on a lot more machines. Also got a new update on a house robot. Now I remember how I'm retiring Sergeant Mash. Well, they're going to be replaced by another house robot. They were replaced by Devourer, and now I know Devourer was a competitor in the main competition, but I've been off and arming quite a while about this robot, like whether to turn it into a house robot or not. And now I've come to the decision that I want to turn this guy into a house robot. I think it is built. It looks like a house robot to me. It is a big machine as well, and I think it would do well as a house robot more than a competitive robot. I mean, it is. I love Devourer. I think it would be cool to see them in the ZPZs alongside Dennis, the Kilolots, Dead Metal, and Shunt. And yeah, they'll be in the house robots from the next competition. So we'll see them debut in Region Wars as a house robot. So yeah, Devourer will be a new house robot into Deadsalot Wars. And that's all I have to say for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. What was your favourite replica this time? What did you think to all these models? I say my favourite, but my top two would probably be Mace 2, and well, if I was going to have a top three, I'd say M2, Dead Blow, and Mace 2 as my favourite replicas so far, because I just love the way I've done them, and yeah. That's all I have to say for this time. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, do subscribe. If you did enjoy it, do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I do enjoy making these models. They're very fun to make, and yeah, I enjoy creating them, and yeah. And also, if you want to suggest any robots for me to build any robots, I'm happy to build them and show them off on the on my channel. I probably won't do tutorial builds, but I'll probably do instruction builds, but I won't do tutorial ones. But yeah, that's all the robots I have for this time. I shall see you for the next video. Goodbye.